It's been almost a year since the Fanatec CSL pedals with the optional load cell brake have been released. At $200, they remain one of the least expensive pedal sets offering a load cell sensor and have generally been praised for doing just that. But before you start taking out your wallet, I think it's important to recognize a few potential drawbacks of this pedal set, and in today's review, I'll be talking about just that. Fanatec were kind enough to send me this unit for review, but as with all of my videos, I have no restrictions on what I can and cannot say. Now, with regards to this video, please note that I will only be talking about the load cell brake pedal rather than the entire pedal set as a whole. If you want to hear my thoughts on the pedal set without the load cell brake, feel free to watch my review on the GT-DD Pro bundle instead. The CSL load cell offers a max resistance of 60 kilograms of force and has a 12-bit resolution, which for the price is reasonable and won't be holding you back in game. It's made with a non-adjustable heavy-duty elastomer which provides a stiff feeling to the brake. This is different from other pedals which opt for a combination of springs, elastomers, and rubber stoppers instead. The benefit of this approach is that it's less expensive, but the drawback being the lack of adjustability, which I'll talk more about soon. The pedal itself is made from steel with a pearl chrome finish and again is good for the price. It doesn't look nor feel cheap, but it also doesn't have the wow factor of much higher end pedals. The biggest drawback with regards to its build quality is the plastic pedal face, which I find to be very slippery when using with socks. Other than that though, it can be height adjusted and I found it to do the job well with no flex, movement, or anything of that sort. The Fanatec tuning kit provides metal pedal faces to replace these plastic ones for $35 more, which may or may not be worth it depending on your preferences. If you're like me and play exclusively with socks, I would justify buying it, albeit I would understand the frustration. Now, things get a little bit more interesting when it comes to the in-game experience, so here's where you should probably start to pay attention. You see, this brake at 60 kilograms of max resistance, I reckon is a lot more stiff than you may have thought. And considering that a lot of people looking at this pedal set are coming from much lower end pedals, this is going to be a major surprise. Simply put, be prepared to get used to a stiff brake because if you don't like it, there's very little with regards to adjustability that you can do. On both PC and console, you can adjust the dead zone of the pedal input, so for example, you won't have to push the brake all the way down to achieve 100% brake force in game. But with regards to fine-tuning the feel of the brake itself, you're out of luck. Now, I'm not saying a stiff brake is a bad thing. In fact, it's actually a lot better in the sense that you can begin to develop your muscle memory to achieve more consistent braking in game, leading to more consistent lap times. That being said, it is something you are going to have to get used to, but more importantly, recognize that, at least if you ask me, you will need to use with a solid wheel stand or dedicated cockpit and not lay down against a wall or a box. It's a tough pill to swallow, but it is something you will need to consider. And that's pretty much all you need to know. The Fanatec CSL load cell brake is a very good offering for the price, and I don't think many people will negate that. I would however emphasize the stiffness of the brake, which I don't think many people recognize, as well as the need to use this on a dedicated cockpit or wheel stand. Not anything crazy, but something that will at least bolt it down and hold it in place. If you have the CSL pedals with the load cell brake, please let me know your experience with it down in the comments below and feel free to disagree. The more discussion we can have regarding this brake, the more useful it will be to potential customers, so don't hold back your thoughts. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.